we'll be looking at the pedal faces and what you can do with the brake, with the pedal faces that we give you. So the brake pedal, this is actually designed so you can actually go with the pedal face up or down. So let's say perhaps you're using these pedals for a young racing driver who's learning go-karting, for example, in which case you would want the pedals to be a little bit shorter. You can shorten the pedals by flipping the position of the plate vertically. Again, this in conjunction with the heel plate, which you can shift up or down with the spacer, so you can either use them or not use them, and you can get that shift. So now we're tightening that bolt. And now I can go ahead and flip it vertically. Again, lock nuts, so they won't go apart as you're racing. It's very important if you want to be good at winning races and not having any troubles. So now you'd flip it that way, and the pedal becomes shorter that way, and you can just tighten the bolts, and that would be a setup where a child or someone with smaller feet could comfortably have a position where their heels or their left heel is right heel is firmly on the heel rest plate, and still able to use the brake pedal normally. Again, this is it's always something that's very important for us. We really want to make sure that our products are have very good ergonomics. So that's why we put so much thought and we were so careful to design a product that could fit all these different foot sizes. Then this is more for a 3-pedal setup, where this actually is symmetrical with the clutch pedal face. So it actually looks nice as well. And this design, it's not by accident. So the reason why the clutch has this opening here, it's because in a real race car, when you're going with your foot on the rest, it's easier to do it that way. So if your simulator chassis has resting a footrest, you can very easily go there. And also on the brake pedal, this is very important if you're driving manual cars. In order to perform your heel and towing, this cut over here, it's very, very useful for you to actually slide your feet and touch the throttle as you're braking. And again, this opening over here, it's much easier for you to just slide your foot and go and touch the throttle. The throttle plate is also, it has a design that goes towards the brake over here. And again, that's so you don't have to get your heel all the way to the side to go to the throttle. You don't have to use the throttle up here. You can really just be applying a precise amount of braking on your brake, and then just gently touch the throttle anywhere that suits you, anywhere that you feel is right, and you'll get that perfect throttle blip every single time. So there's a lot of testing and a lot of consideration, careful thought on designing these plates. These are actually designed for performance, and both the throttle and the brake are designed for extremely easy heel and towing. So if you're going to be racing with manual gear cars, manual shifting, this pedal plate is very good for you. And if you're planning on wearing racing shoes, or even your own shoes, or trainers, these are actually quite nice as well, because they add some grip with these holes. So again, it's up to you, but this is the added advantage of using this pedal face. And again, because our main focus is to make sure that our customers are happy and extracting their best performance, their best talento from the product, we include it on the base product, not just on the performance kit. So this is actually part of the standard 2-pedal set, because we think it's so important to have both those options. So now I'm going to attach this. Again, same system. Because of all these different drillings here, you can actually fine-tune it up, down. You can get the plate a little bit side to side as well. And again, that's up to personal preference. I'm going to use the default position, and obviously you can adjust it to whatever position would suit you better. These are lock nuts, so they will offer some resistance as you are tightening the bolts. It's perfectly normal, and it's not only normal, but it's desirable, because it means that, you know, as you're racing, your pedal faces will stay in place, and you won't have any issues during an endurance race or whatever sort of practice you're doing. You don't have to worry about bolts coming undone. So now we can align it. Again, on the manual, all of this, it's very carefully explained. So you have all sorts of advice on how to properly set your pedal faces up. And just getting this tightened. Good. And that's it. That's how you get your 2 pedal set up, and how you can replace your pedal face as well.